Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Feel free to write me at walkwithtak@gmail.com if you have any question regarding this video, as well as to any other video that I've posted in the past. If you have any video suggestions that you would like me to make, please let me know. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. In this video, I'm going to show you a dish that you're probably unlikely to make. However, this dish provides an important demonstration of the importance of the freshness as well as the quality of the ingredients. If you have high quality ingredients, the best way for you to cook this dish is what they would say, get out of the way, and let the ingredients, its quality and its flavor to shine on its own. And this is an example when it comes to cook fish. Now, fish is always one of the most difficult for ingredients to cook because the quality of the fish plays a significant role. I think many of us have experienced that we will go to a restaurant and we order a fish that usually is expensive, more so than most of the other items on the menu. But a lot of time we walk away unsatisfied. Either the fish is not cooked properly, or more importantly, is the fish just doesn't have good quality. And the worst of all, if you find the fish tastes fishy. Recently, my neighbor texted me. He said, "Would you like to have some fish?" And of course, every time when I hear from him about fish, my answer is absolutely yes. Because he has a small artificial lake right by his house. And he stocked the lake with all different kinds of fish. And he knows exactly what to do with them, because every time when he caught them, he knows how to treat them properly. He realized the freshness of the fish depends heavily on how he cleans them. He cleaned them immediately after he catch the fish, and he will remove all the internal organs. And then he will fillet it. Then he put them in the refrigerator. When he does this, the fish can maintain its quality for up to several days. Otherwise, the quality of the fish would decline rapidly. Because he knows that I like my fish fresh, so he always will clean them right away after he catches them. And this is no exception this time. The fish that he kindly offered to me this time is a striped bass. It is a swift-swimming predator, and it is fast, and because of that, their muscle has excellent tone, make them a great fish to eat. And fishermen love them because they put up an excellent fight. Dan has offered me this fish several times in the past, and I have steamed them, and they usually give wonderful results. But this time, the fish is much bigger than what I have in the past. And as you can see, when I put it into this plate, it pretty much filled the plate. I'm going to steam the fish in this plate, and then I will put the plate in my bamboo steamer. The first thing I'm going to use is ginger. Now, ginger is a wonderful aromatic. It provides excellent flavor. When you use it for steaming a fish, it greatly enhances the natural flavor of the fish. To prepare ginger, I'm going to demonstrate to you a little trick. Peeling ginger is usually quite a task. It turned out that the best way to peel ginger is a spoon. In here, I use a spoon to peel off the part of the ginger which I'm going to use. As you can see, the spoon does an excellent job in removing the skin. This method works better than any other peelers that I have tried in the past. So after I cut off the portion of the ginger that I want, I cut it up into strips. This will allow me to distribute the strips onto the fish, and it provides the type of flavor that I'm looking for. Because my wife loves ginger, so I'm going to be generous in terms of the amount of ginger that I'm going to add to the fish. And next, I'm going to add some of my Walk with Tak basic seasoning mix. If you don't have that, you can just use salt. This dish will have plenty of flavor. I next add some fermented black soybean. I will never omit that because this is my wife's favorite condiment. And next, I'm going to add a little bit of cooking oil. I'm going to use canola oil, but you can use any oil that you would like. Now, I happen to have some poblano pepper as well as red bell pepper. I cut them up into strips. I already have them in my advanced prepping, so that's very easy for me to add to this dish. They will add some flavor, but not a great deal. But they certainly add color to the dish. And last but not the least, this is most important, is that I add some scallions that has been cut into strips. Scallion is a very useful ingredients to have on hand. I use it in many different dishes. I cut them up into small chunks, or I cut them up into strips, and they both work really well in almost any dishes. Okay, now I'm ready to put the fish into my steamer. I have a 12-inch steamer, which is perfect for accommodate this plate. The bamboo steamer is extremely efficient for holding heat. I heat the water up to boiling, and then I turn it down to low. In fact, that's all you have to do, because the steam will be trapped inside the steamer. You might not see any steam coming out, but if you open up the cover of the steamer, you will see the steam coming. And it's a good idea of not to turn the heat too high, because otherwise you're going to evaporate the water much more than you would like. And in this case, I will ensure that I will have enough water that will last 15 minutes for steaming. At about 13 to 14 minutes, I open up the bamboo steamer and I test the consistency of the fish, and it looks pretty good. And I decided I'm just going to go for another couple more minutes, because my wife preferred the fish to be well steamed, although I like it to be a little bit less done, but that's okay. Okay, now the final step. I turn off the heat. Actually, I leave the dish still in the steamer in the wok. I then garnish the dish with additional scallions, and then I also add approximately about 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. The final step is I'm going to heat up some oil in my wok. I'm going to heat the oil really hot up to its smoking point, and then I pour the oil right over the fresh scallion I just put onto the dish. This actually cooks the scallions almost instantly, but it's not too much, and it provides a wonderful fresh flavor to the dish. Now this dish really showcases the flavor of the fish, because all the condiment that I add to the dish, which including ginger, scallions, black fermented soybean, and the pepper, they do not actually have the profound impact on the flavor of the fish. Instead, they help to enhance the natural flavor of the fish, that sweetness of the fish. Now the flavor, of course, comes from the quality of the fish. If the fish is poor quality, then it will not taste good. This method will work with both fresh and saltwater fish. In here is an example using the same approach. I have steamed some bluegill, and they have wonderful flavor. Here's another example of some smallmouth bass I steamed with the same method. Both of them were caught fresh. If you're a fisherman and you would like to try your fish other than fry them, this is an excellent method for you to prepare your fish. But make sure your fish is as fresh as possible, and try to clean them immediately after you caught them. And then this way, it will preserve the highest quality of the fish. And when you steam them, you will find that they have the most delicious taste. This method to cook the fish is probably the simplest, but also the most delicious way to prepare them. For your convenience, I have placed a link to the recipe of this steamed fish below the video. So I post a video each day to help you to make home cooking as part of your daily routine. If you'd like to learn more about my fast cooking system, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So keep on cooking. I will see you tomorrow.